Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sorry about the hair. I have black people's hair, basically. I'm wearing the same shirt. I like wearing this on occasion, but I've been really loving it lately. It's a really nice, comfortable feeling, especially. By the way guys, I am corset training, so yes, that is gonna be a thing. But in today's video, we are going to discuss a topic that is very controversial. I like doing controversial topics, as I think they are very interesting to talk about. So coming out as I didn't come out as transgender until I was adult, because I literally did not have the acknowledgement that I was transgender from my childhood. I figured out that I was transgender, and it kind of linked up to everything around my life, and it made sense. But my mom died when I was very young. My dad kind of separated from our family for the longest time, and I legit don't remember if I even had any problems telling them anything when they were still alive. Anyways, there is a lot of controversy going around with the whole children being able to transition, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think about the whole matter, because, you know, I think that a lot of people should really understand this topic. I really hope this video does good, because I believe that my opinion does matter, just like a lot of others. In my honest opinion, if I think that transgender, I think when you're younger than age, you're at a specific age where you can actually, you know, are making decisions, the right decisions for yourself. I think that should be a lot more investigated with a child that is going through gender dysphoria. In other words, therapy, all this different stuff, maybe double therapy, and sit down and talk to your kids. I think that most people think that you should just let the kid be the kid, and that's not the case. There is a lot of problems with this, because leaving a kid that has gender dysphoria alone and making them live the life of the gender that they are born at birth is a very, very dangerous thing. Some kids do acknowledge the fact that they want to kill themselves, and that really scares the parents. There are a lot of parents that are very, very good parents when it comes to them letting their kids transition. In my opinion, taking hormones should... So the blockers, puberty blockers is a good thing to do, but you don't want to take them forever, obviously. I think children have more of a say of what they want to do at the age of like 13 to 14 and up. The thing about this is that a lot of children don't want to go through puberty, and that makes sense. And they want to be who they want to be. This is the biggest problem with this, because as a parent, it's very hard. And we understand that taking hormones does, and I'm talking HRT, not the puberty blockers. I'm talking about estrogen, and that literally, and the T blockers literally make you sterile. I think that parents just need to get into more of a depth of a conversation with their kid that is transgender about the whole topic. What are the consequences, all that stuff. Do their studying, and that is how you can become a very good parent to the situation. A lot of parents just kind of like, no, you're not going to transition. I get where people are coming from when they say, oh, these kids can't be transitioning, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, and it's so hard, because we look at the children's society, and people say, oh, being transgender is merely an option and a trend, and in reality, you know, you look at these little kids that are coming out as transgender at the age of 3 or 2 years old. They don't have, you know, a wide set of eyes when it comes to what the community is like nowadays. So, you know, they're like a testimony to people like me to show that this is something that has to do with your health, it has to do with your body, it has to do with everything like that. Do I condone kids to go through HRT and do all that stuff? I think that there just needs to be a lot of conversation with that kid to let them know the risks and benefits of being on HRT, especially the risks, because, you know, it does get hard that when kids can't have kids, and it does stunt the growth of the population. Obviously, not everybody's transgender, and obviously we have a bunch of kids in foster homes that would love to be adopted and taken care of. There's a lot of stuff that you can do nowadays. Having your own kids isn't always an option, even for people that are cis, even people that are heterosexuals, even people that I've seen people that haven't had kids together and they've been married for who knows how long. It's simple. Having a kid is a norm, but it's also something you don't really need to do. There's people that, like women and men, that are either sterile or infertile. They can't really have kids, and they go for adoption, and that's like literally not a problem. When gender dysphoria is in a kid, it is a very big. It's usually very, very strong with the kid, which is why sometimes parents could get really stressed out with it, because the kid is literally pushing and telling the parents that they don't want to be that gender. And I understand there can be this fine line where people say a majority of kids grow out of being gender dysphoric, and it's just a simple risk, being the gender that you are. I think that there's certain things when it comes to wanting to be another gender, is that as soon as you transition, you feel so good about it. And if you don't want it, it's like, let's say for instance, you never had an option to transition. You were never allowed to transition. If you transition, and let's say you're like 25 years old, 26, and you say, oh, well, I don't want to live this life anymore, I want to re-transition, and you cannot do that. You're going to be living the life that you were living back when you were a child and you wanted to be the opposite gender. Either way, it's like a lose-lose, but you could have won even if you didn't start a transition. Everything just comes down to the point where the parents really need to step up their game and take care of the kid and see what it is that the kid really needs and really wants, because kids can make their own testimonies on what they want. Really, it's possible. There's no such thing as just an immature mind when it comes to especially identity. Identity is like something that, obviously I didn't come out as transgender as a kid, and obviously I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm transgender, so anybody that wants to be a transgender, that's not okay with me. There's obviously some special, things that I believe that you should really, not everyone should transition, in other words, is what I'm saying. If you feel like, you always should get some help to see what exactly is that you need. And that's my honest opinion about the whole matter. I believe that the kids should go through a little bit more therapy than they usually do, and see if this is exactly who they are. In my opinion, I don't see a problem with children transitioning. I really don't. Parents that take care of their kids in a good way, and they take everything one step at a time, as well as the kid, it's a perfect story, and it's a nice story. It's really great. I personally have yet to see any stories of kids that transition and then they hated themselves afterwards. And there is, and there probably is. Sometimes you just make mistakes in life, and sometimes you make the wrong decisions. People do it all the time. That's why there's such a lot of STDs, pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies, and stuff like that. So much stuff that could happen. Anyways, guys, that's my opinion on the whole subject. I hope you guys did understand that. My opinion and my opinion only. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, leave it a like, show some love, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media links in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Charlotte. Love you guys. Mwah.